Good afternoon. It's March 15th. Very nice and warm, like 6 or 7 degrees above freezing, so lots of melting going on. I'm heading downtown, but I'm going to take a slightly different route than usual. Switch it out just a smidgen and go up to to Victoria, and walk then straight in along Victoria from a little further west than I normally do. I only going downtown because I'm tired of sitting in my chair working, so I want to go work somewhere else. Haven't quite decided where I'm going downtown, but probably just the hotel. We'll see. You can see, beautiful. It looks like spring. It's not spring. And in fact, there's fresh snow in the forecast and colder temperatures, but today's the warmest day for a while, and I think we even get an 11 or something another day, so in the forecast. So certainly losing a lot of snow. We can lose it all, anytime, as far as I'm concerned. Beautiful blue sky. Yeah, I hear water running and dripping here and there. I've been doing publishing stuff. There's always more publishing stuff. I'm hoping to do some writing when I get downtown. But I do still have a lot of publishing stuff. Okay, so we're going to go along Connaught Crescent here, which is not our usual route. Statman School, Crescent School there. Oh, I'm sore for some reason. I don't know why. Because I'm old, I think. Hello, as Buzz sees it. Interesting handle. It's interesting on this crescent, the houses sit at an angle. They don't do that on our crescent. They do on some of the others, but here in particular, I'll notice it. And of course, you got this mixture of the older houses, and then this is probably the strangest juxtaposition of houses in the neighborhood. The ultra-modern one with the little tiny blue one, very close to it. Kind of overshadowed by it, literally. The gimbal is still acting a little weird. I'm just wearing my runners on the theory that most of the sidewalks are melted off. Notice my calves have been sore, and my daughter pointed out that it could very well be because of the weird walking that you do this time of year, where you're constantly adjusting your stride and watching out for ice and all that fun stuff. There are some sizable puddles showing up here and there, as one would expect. Yeah, I got all sorts of weird twinges going on. One reason to get out and walk too, otherwise I just sit in my chair and get up once in a while to go to the bathroom or go to the kitchen or something. But walking gets me up and gets me moving from what is otherwise just me sitting in front of the computer for hours at a time, which isn't healthy, of course, so the walking is important. Older houses mostly along here. Not too many infill of new ones on this particular stretch of Robinson Street. and several that were obviously built by the same developer at the same time because they all had the same look. This Barney look. There's like 5 in a row here. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in a row. 5 in a row. Sidewalk was missing there. It's mud instead. Oh, 6 in a row. One on the corner is one of them too. But they were all built at exactly the same time. Probably 20s. That's about when much of this neighborhood was built. It's basically in the 20s. Hi, Hanif. How what? Oh, more mud. Yuck. Oh, look. Here comes our first dog. Never do a walk without a dog. Sidewalk's missing all sorts of chunks. Little apartment buildings over here called the Lady Robinson Apartments. I only ever knew one person that lived there, though. I was never in one. I remember picking somebody up there. It's taken to a lyric rehearsal, I think it was. Speaking of which, tickets are now on sale for Beauty and the Beast that I'll be in. If you happen to be in Regina, into May, Dark Hall. Tickets available at Dark Hall. Snow? How snow? What? The snow is melting. But it's still here. And there's fresh snow coming next week, I think, when the temperature's going to drop below freezing again for a few days. So by the time we get to the official first day of spring, it's still going to have snow. March 21st. If we're lucky, it will still be gone by April. No guarantees. I can remember a year or two when there was still snow around at the beginning of May, at least in shaded areas. I got my foot wet. Hey, that's the reason I shouldn't have worn my runners. Modern apartments, not so modern anymore. Come up to Safeway, which is where we buy groceries. I'm headed downtown, just taking a different route. Yesterday was more interesting because I was way out at the edge of town. Check that one out. Looking out over the prairie. Various stores over here that we frequent sometimes. Butcher Boys, where we get all our meat. Orange is a restaurant. Sinfully Sweet is a bakery. We don't really buy most of our baked goods there. There's a chocolate place. Used to be something else, but at least it's still chocolate. Takeaway Gourmet. Good selection of cheeses. But we mainly think of it as the cheese shop. And there was a pub there, but it seems to have closed. Right there. And then there's a... Or they just moved. Is that what happened? They just moved next door? Because their sign is there. It was that building. Now the sign's there. They must have just moved next door. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Our dogs. Big fluffy ones. Mercury Cafe, which I like because it has the rocket ship on top of it, which of course speaks to me. So that was 13th, which is kind of a little commercial area. So I'm going to go up here to Victoria Avenue and then just walk straight down Victoria Avenue. Do we have a dog? No. Hi in Toronto. Kev? No, we have a cat. Don't have to take him for walks. He's an indoor cat. He doesn't mind looking outside, but he doesn't show any particular desire to go out into it since we've never let him. Makes him much safer than an outdoor cat in the city. But I don't think I've ever done a walk without seeing somebody walking their dog. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is or where I go. I'll encounter somebody with a dog. Another big puddle. Well, there's or a poodle if you like. I always made that joke with my daughter. Don't step in a poodle. It's a puddle, Dad. Okay, Victoria Avenue now. We'll just turn and walk straight down Victoria the rest of the way. But we're much further west than usual. So a little different. That big red brick house over there is an interesting one. It was built after the tornado in 1912 by somebody who really wanted to make sure they had a house that would withstand a tornado. So it's built like a skyscraper with steel I-beams and concrete floors and all that sort of thing. Well, they weren't really building too many skyscrapers in Regina at the time, but still that kind of construction. I think it's multiple dwellings now, but it's a very solid looking house, as you can imagine. Oh, Victoria Hall. I don't know what that is. Apartments. Looks empty. Maybe it was a group home of some sort. It actually looks. Doesn't look like there's anything in it at the moment. I haven't walked down this way for a while. A lot of nice old houses down here, but a lot of them are now multiple apartments. And that one obviously was built as multiple dwellings to begin with. It's not an old one. Beautiful Regina. Parts of it anyway. Another old house. Has a fire escape on it, which makes me think there might be an upstairs apartment now. Slush. That's probably an old one that was redone. Both of these. Well, that could be a new one. Maybe the same for that. It could be a new one. Probably is. It's hard to tell if you put new cladding on it. It's a very fancy porch, though. You put new siding on it and everything. An old house can look like a new house. This one on the corner used to be used to be a photographer studio. I mean, it was a house before that. I think it was even like a private hospital at one time. Am I remembering that right? I'm not sure. It's for sale, too. I don't know what it's like inside now that it's not a photography studio anymore. Also, it's supposed to be haunted. I remember that from the ghost bus tour that I was the MC for, a long time ago. Must be 20 years ago now. Where we kind of drove around and, talked about local ghost stories. There's supposed to be a ghost in that house. If I remember right. Government House, the official, used to be the residence of the Lieutenant Governor, also is supposed to have a ghost. Most ghosts sound like bad plumbing to me, water rushing through the pipes in the middle of the night, that sort of thing. Or just in Regina, sure, things fall off the shelves unexpectedly, but that's because the ground heaves all the time. I mean, every house has cracks in the walls because of the way the ground moves. Now there's an old one too. It also has an abandoned look to it. Well, there's a plant inside it, maybe not. Oh, there's lights on. Okay, well that one's dirty. But again, it has a fire escape to the upstairs, which makes me think it's probably a upstairs apartment on it. Could go in here. There's a little restaurant space called Tarragon. I've been in there, but I don't know. This is Viterra. Used to be the Saskatchewan Wheat Pool. This is their head office. Of course, this little building, I've walked by the other side of it more often. Started life as a department store. Very grand. And it's had a lot of things in it since then. Back in the boom years when they thought Regina would rival Winnipeg or Calgary or Edmonton size, and didn't happen because of economic problems and drought and all that stuff. Has some lovely architectural details though on it. There used to be a hotel on that corner, torn down a long time ago now. And they were going to build the tallest building in Saskatchewan on that corner, but that fell through. They actually dug the hole for it, and then it just stalled. There was going to be condos and there must be a theater in there, a hotel. Didn't happen. Of course, once we turn the corner here, we'll be in familiar territory for the walks downtown. There we go. That little white building there is our dry cleaners. It's been there forever. Craig's Cleaners and Tailors. I've heard nobody ever wants to buy a dry cleaning place and build something new because of the chemicals over the years are in the soil. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, hello. La Familia Encanto. It's very nice weather. The Enchanted Family? Is that what that means? At the Encanto, Spanish. We're singing a lot of Spanish right now in Wascana Voices, our upcoming concert, for several Spanish pieces. Or Mexican. One very much specifies Mexican pronunciation. Others are Spanish. This used to be the Salvation Army. Now it's a law firm. The law firm, according to this law firm. I better wait, it's about to change. It's windy today. This is the courthouse, provincial courthouse. You can see the flags flying up there. They hint of how breezy it actually is. Blue and warm weather. Quite a bit warmer today than yesterday. I don't know why the flag is at half-mast. In honor of somebody. I don't know who. The flag's over there on the half-mast, so it may be a judge or somebody associated with the court. Your daughter put the name on the account? The Enchanted Family. Well, that is an enchanting name. There's the entrance. Much less friendly, well, even less friendly than the courthouse. Revenue Canada over there, that's the tax people. Boo, hiss. Sorry, shouldn't say that. They'll come after me. This is Canada, where the government can come after you for all sorts of reasons we've discovered in the last few years. And if they get their new online harms bill passed, they'll be coming after us for what we say online. But still be at half-mast for that. That's been several days now. But that makes sense. Prime Minister Mulroney's, former Prime Minister Mulroney. That makes sense. Knox Metropolitan United Church, where I have sung many times. Here, of course, the Balfour, my favorite entranceway in all of the city. And nice apartments, too. We looked, as I always say, we looked at one when we were looking, but we didn't take it because of the outdoor parking. Oh, his funeral's today. That'll make sense. Okay. I was not aware of that. First Baptist Church, I was there last night for rehearsal, the Easter concert there on Sunday. I'll be singing in, helping out their choir, and I also have a solo. I don't know if they live stream it or not. I think they do. If you went looking for First Baptist Regina, you might find it. There it is, the Easter concert, March 17th, 7 p.m. Although, of course, Easter's still 2 weeks away. Anyway, after I'll be tomorrow Sunday. Oh, that's nice. And now you're here? I mean, are you in Regina? This is Land Titles building. Now home to the Saskatchewan Sports Hall of Fame. Of course, there's the heart of downtown over there, Victoria Park, which I walked through the other day without sound, apparently, because I forgot to turn on my mic. But, oh well. And here comes the Hotel Saskatchewan, which I guess is where I'm headed. I wasn't sure, but I like it in there. It's my go-to writing place if I come downtown. So, see Avery Tower, the tall one there. Oh, because of the wind, I just got a face full of spray as those trucks went by. I am, and here is the hotel, in fact. I thought I might go somewhere else, but now that I'm here, I think I'm going in here. I've been here almost every day this week, which is a little embarrassing since I get the same waiter. He knows me. And it's like, oh, you're a regular. That'll change. It's just the way it has been this last week. Once I start driving around to more places, it'll be different. All right, we'll stop here. Thanks for walking with me. I don't know if I'll be back over the weekend or not. We'll see. Bye for now.